Yeah.
Let us begin our first podcast, dude.
Yeah. This is cool.
This is crazy. So we have the setup let's talk about the setup as we're going to
introduce us first.
Okay, we'll introduce. So we're obviously the George brothers, as you can tell by the title. My name's Nick George, and 22 years old.
that's all you need to know about it. All right, I guess, yeah. I'm Geoff, George, Nick's brother, and I'm 25 years old as of now.
A few years apart. We're brothers. You had a good reason about why the podcast, why you wanted to do it, and stuff like that.
Well, it's something we've been kind of talking about for a while, but once this quarantine stuff started happening, we had a lot of free time, and we kind of just like talked about random stuff. So we were like, we should actually do something with this time and actually make something. So that's what this is. We both kind of have done creative stuff in the past. Nick is
so I've spent some time producing music. That was about like 2 years ago. And then after that, traveled, kind of got into like visual storytelling just because I was traveling.
Storytelling.
I was traveling and I just like wanted to be able to tell these stories. So now I got into video, and that's kind of what I'm doing now, pursuing like a career, trying to some way become a full-time traveling content creator.
No, yeah, that's good. That's cool. And also, we are brothers, but we don't sit down and talk that much.
That's what I was
gonna say. Why would you? But yeah. So that's like kind of another reason for us to sit down and do this, because it's fun for us as well. And we're talking to nobody right now, which is the best part.
And we feel crazy. We're trying to pull it off, like we're talking to an audience, but it's funny.
It's gonna mess with me though.
No, we don't have to even do that,
guys.
It doesn't have to matter.
No.
It's just us.
I agree.
Yeah. But that's the introduction. Yeah.
Oh, this is called the Shitty Podcast, by the way. I don't think we said that, and that's very on brand that we haven't said it yet. So
yeah,
that's cool.
True. Shittiest podcast ever. Don't even say the podcast
name. The reason for the name was I actually came up with this name like 3 years ago. No, more than that, like 4.5 years ago.
This is funny too.
Yeah. Well, it's not a good. Don't hype it up. It's not that good of a story. I was like, we should make a podcast, and I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, what would it be about? And I was like, I don't know. Like, what would we call it? I was like, I don't know. Shitty podcast. Like, it's gonna suck. And and he was like, that's actually kind of a good name. I was like, yeah, I don't know how marketable of a name
Lawrence
it is. Yeah, Lawrence.
Yeah.
And I don't know how marketable of a name it is. Yes. And Nick used the name.
That's the reason I said it was funny, because I've actually used the name.
Yeah.
The podcast has had one trial run.
One life.
And 3 or 4 episodes.
Cool episodes. Too.
And we are transforming it to what it is today.
Yeah.
Two brothers talking, which is really more.
It's a little more succinct, I guess. We have a little bit more of a plan for it. And we have a studio, which is the corner of my room.
Good segue.
Yeah. Good segue.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that whole planning and that legitness, that shows into just like us or you investing in getting us a studio.
Getting us a studio.
And like straight
up.
At
the place I already live.
Got arms coming out and everything.
We got microphones.
We got lights shining on us that you do not see for a reason.
All this is pretty much going to change from like here back is going to change. But this is what we have for now. It's good enough. We just wanted to get started.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything.
That's the introduction.
For the intro.
So I guess like what we'll be talking about is basically just shooting the shit for like an hour.
Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Pretty much. We'll cover some like, I guess, current event kind of things. We like make notes and write things down and talk about things that we either find funny or interesting and stuff like that. So there's really no kind of category as of yet anyways.
Yeah. We don't have specific things.
No, just kind of whatever we think is cool or funny or whatever we're interested in, and we'll talk about that stuff. But yeah, so another segue. Been quarantining, sort of. whatever that means, for the past,
Yeah.
2 months?
And now I don't even know if that's like a real
like
thing
3 months.
anymore.
Yeah, like
but
3
yeah,
months.
It feels like it's been like
You don't know if it's a real thing.
a
What does
while.
that mean?
Like I don't know if the virus is real anymore.
Oh, you're just like full blown conspiracy because you didn't catch it, so it's fake.
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Okay, so
The people that it actually affects, it's like
85 and
and
over.
especially the people that die, it's like they're not actually always dying from just like if you die and you had coronavirus, they just say it's a coronavirus death, but you could have died from something else.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. It's definitely dangerous to people that it's dangerous to. But if it's not dangerous to you...
Love that gulp in the mic, by the way.
Yeah, don't do that ever again. You will, but don't. Yeah, so it's like underlying conditions. It's definitely dangerous. You have to be smart, but it's not so much that the virus isn't real. It's that...
It's just that, do we have to be as scared about it? Like, do we have to limit ourselves now in public? It's getting annoying.
I don't want to talk about this for that much longer because it's like 3 months now. But it's the media's portrayal of the virus, which they do for every single thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's the end of the world. It's not.
The media, man. The media. We're the media. We're the new media. The real media, giving you the hourly plays of real life events.
Hourly what?
The hourly plays. Hourly play.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't. We're not giving information.
No.
So yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to for the past 3 months.
Yeah.
It's been boring, but it's been kind of
nothing.
I don't know. How do you think you adjusted?
I think at first it felt
weird.
It felt weird because the streets were definitely dead.
That was the best part.
Yeah, but no one was out and it felt just like, okay, like you definitely don't go outside.
Ominous.
But pretty recently it's felt like you can sort of meet up with people and like I think people just ended up starting to ignore it. Because people were going out, like I still see people going out and stuff, and now it's kind of like I just went out the other night. It's not like that different. The only thing is just the whole
people are a little more safe. But as far as like how it changed your routine,
the curfew.
How did it change your routine?
I mean, for me, it almost like it gave me like permission to like sit down and focus on like getting better at videos and stuff like that. Like I was able to just like fully focus and like use that time.
Yeah.
Working out from home. That's a big thing too. That's been fun. Yeah. That's really fun. Yeah. So working out from home and then just like
so you think it's been a net positive for you?
It's been pretty positive. Yeah. Like it's been good. I think it just depends on your perspective of it. Like, what do you?
Well, yes, and it also depends on.
It depends on how you use it.
People definitely got wrecked harder than other people. Like I was able to keep working, so that's a big bonus. Yeah. Like I'm very lucky for that. So nothing really changed outside of that for me. I just
and plus I was in Australia.
Didn't go to restaurants as much, but then I ended up cooking. Me and Marissa cooked all the time. That was like, honestly, makes me not want to eat out that much anymore because we made way better food.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much like the only thing that changed.
That's the same thing with the gym. I don't even want to go to the gym.
Yeah,
I don't even need to.
Working out at home is fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, I think for me too, it was kind of I don't want to say like it was a positive event, but like the way I embraced it and kind of adapted was positive, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think a lot of people did just by seeing how many people are out and about and riding bikes and healthy.
Yeah.
During a pandemic, which is funny, but
yeah, it's funny.
I mean, it's definitely. I think a lot of people took advantage of the free time if they could, and they weren't just struggling hard, which a lot of people were too. So
I hope so.
You hope a lot of people were struggling.
I hope people took advantage of their time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I hope the world. This is like the thing that we'll never experience again. That happens sort of once in a lifetime where the entire world is on like the same mindset or like the same going through the same thing.
So weird.
You know?
Just think about
that's insane.
In March when they started talking about shutting things down.
Yeah.
That feeling and you're kind of just like, yeah, they're going to shut things down. And then it was shut down for months.
But in America, we saw like other countries go first, you know?
Yeah.
We saw like this happening around the world, and then we were just like, dang, there's a virus out there. Like, wow. And then your own community gets shut down, and you're just like, oh, this is weird. Like, then you have to actually believe it.
Things are dead. It's like a ghost town. People are furloughed or laid off, and
Yeah.
the
That was-
unemployment stuff didn't come for a lot of people for a while. So
That was an interesting question of how the routine changed.
yeah, I thought about that.
I didn't really get a routine.
I tried to
really
I tried to. Well, that's
like I came back from Australia and this happened pretty much. So like
I tried to
I didn't
like
have a life really before. I was
So
born in 2020.
sad. Didn't have a life before.
Not in America. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So 2019, all of 2019, I lived in Australia. If we show this to
we'll
someone,
get into that. Yeah.
So no, I'm not. I'm just saying for some context.
For all of
I
you
lived in
guys
Australia
listening.
and I came back and basically like a month later, virus hit. So I was like,
Yeah.
Didn't really-
Literally like 3 months
I
later.
didn't form like a routine.
Yeah. Yeah. You just started working.
Yeah,
and like for what, 2 weeks and then nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's rough, but yeah, I think that is a cool question to think about how you adapted and kind of what you did to,
yeah.
I don't know, change your life around it because you had no choice. So it's like,
Exactly. Like it's almost like what is inside of you, like what sort of resilience is inside of you as a person, and it's like, you know, like how are you gonna look at the situation to turn a positive result? Is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, exactly.
Which is pretty cool that it's like an opportunity in a way.
Yeah. So did you get into anything new?
Anything new?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Just deeper into videography and photography?
Yeah, I'd probably just learn new things about that.
Yeah. You
And,
learned
yeah.
a ton of new things.
So new skills, I guess, but same thing.
Yeah, same area.
What about you?
I'm trying to think if I got into anything now.
Yeah. I mean, like, when did you meet Marissa? Was that before this?
New Year's, yeah.
Oh,
so,
shoot.
Yeah. We hung out a lot more for sure, but yeah, because me and you kind of picked like one or two people to hang out with through the whole thing, and
Yeah.
they did the same thing. So at least it wasn't like me and you hanging out the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Nightmare.
so glad we did this. Dude, what was the question? Did it any new things for me?
Did you even do anything new?
I kind of started to get
Did
into
you even
new
do anything
things.
new, bro?
Yeah, idiot. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the workout thing kind of changed. Like we built a pull-up bar and I ordered a bunch of weights and everything.
Yeah.
Thank God I did that as early as I did because now you cannot get anything.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of my view on that stuff kind of changed. It's more fun working out outside, no shirt, no shoes.
I know.
It's nice. It's fun. But yeah, I don't know. Got more into like guns and stuff.
Yeah, as
Not
as
getting
you're seeing all these
guns.
riots.
Yeah,
and you're
not
just like,
getting guns, but well, I was into it like before, but this like free time, I definitely spent a lot of my free time kind of learning about, I don't know, tactics and that kind of stuff. Just
Interesting.
random shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, random shit.
like just shooting like straight up, like or, like,
shooting,
hunting,
yeah,
like
both.
really
Shooting, yeah, because at the beginning of this quarantine was turkey season, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
got cut short because I
You
felt
got into
weird
hunting recently. I feel like.
last year. It got cut short for me at least because I felt like guilty going to like and seeing even two people. Just Pierce and Joe. I was just with Pierce and Joe. Even seeing two people, I was like, I feel
Yeah.
weird. Like I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You
You just don't want to like spread anything.
yeah,
Catch
or
it.
bring it home.
Bring it home. That's
like
what
to
I
mom.
mean,
Yeah. Your bitch ass. But
That's so weird.
so that's
I didn't think like that at all.
yeah. You're a bad person.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. I had to think about that too.
That's pretty much all I got. Like I'm trying to think if I watched any shows.
Oh my god, that's so...
Tiger King, but I'm not talking about
Dude.
Tiger King. I'm not talking about it.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Pop culture news now.
Yeah, old
but
news.
dude-
That was at the beginning of quarantine.
Ozark, have you seen that?
Yeah, I didn't get into it. I got the
Dude,
first season.
Ozark?
Okay, there's two camps of
They're
people
good.
where it's like people are like it's the greatest show ever. It's like Breaking Bad.
I don't know
And then
about
there's
Breaking
people-
Bad.
yeah,
Like,
no.
I don't know why people are saying that.
No, and then there's the people that are like, it's not that good.
It's really,
And
really
I don't
good.
think that it's not that good. It just didn't grab me. It's so blue. Why is everything so blue?
Did you just watch like an episode or something?
No, I watched.
Like, how does it not grab you?
I watched the first season.
So it grabbed you a little bit. It fondled you in a certain region. A full season takes some time, man.
Yeah, but it was a struggle. It wasn't like, oh, I can't wait till the next episode. Like Breaking Bad, I finished in like 2 days.
Yeah. There's Ozark. I'm watching and finishing. I'm on the 3rd season now of the show called The Last Kingdom. That's pretty cool. But if you've ever seen Vikings, there's a show called Vikings. Yeah. It's like a knockoff version of that.
You like Vikings better?
Yeah, Vikings is better.
I think I might start Vikings.
Yeah, definitely do Vikings because I think it's a Amazon Prime or like Hulu show. Yeah. It's not on Netflix, but I think that makes it a lot better. They have I don't know if they have like certain freedoms with how they make their show, but it's a lot more realistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like kind of like a Game of Thrones versus like a TV Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't really get that much into TV, honestly. I watched Waco. That was cool, but it's short. That was 2 days. Really short. I finished that in 2 days. Caught up on Rick and Morty. It's the greatest show on earth. I think that was pretty much it.
When I did shows, I don't do any. I only do that stuff at night before bed. Like I cannot do that stuff during the day.
That's the only time I watch TV. During the day, like on my lunch break or something, I'll watch YouTube or like a podcast or something. So I don't really watch, or I just put The Office on in the background, and I don't like really watch it that much.
Really?
But that's not a new show. That's just like
everybody. Just like when you're home,
everybody just has The Office on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for everybody. So yeah, that's pretty much
TV and stuff. Yeah.
Now that I say stuff out loud, I'm like, dang, I didn't do anything during quarantine, but I felt like I did.
I mean, you just worked every day.
I kept working.
Like
that's true.
You worked a lot. That's
I worked
good.
every day.
That's really good. You made a good job.
Thanks, Dad.
Good job, son.
I worked every day except for like a week and a half because I had bad allergies, and he was like, "Don't come in." I was like, "I don't have it. I have allergies."
Yeah. I forgot when this started. I got sick. Like I was pretty sick. When this whole thing started.
You started it.
That's what I'm saying. I started it.
You heard it here. Nobody. He started it.
Yeah, I got sick, and you got sick too. A little bit later, like what you were just talking about.
Allergies, yeah. But I had a headache and like sinus pressure. I knew it wasn't the Rones.
Is it okay to like? Do we like pull out topics and stuff for like later use?
Yeah.
Okay.
We made the rules here. We make the rules here. Oh, what I wanted to say earlier was like, do you remember the first day that things felt weird?
Like you felt like the world was different?
Yeah.
It was probably when I actually tried to drive like on the street. Then I realized that no one was out. Yeah. And everything was closed.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it was for me. I don't remember what day.
That's a good. No, I'm not saying like the date. But anyways, for me, it was March 20th at 3 p.m. No, for me, it was when like the reports in, I think it was California or something started coming in, and I was just still working, and I was working outside at this house that was literally across the lake from the hospital. I was working in the backyard. I'm a superintendent for a construction company. And it was really quiet and really breezy, and all you could hear were the helicopters coming in and out of the hospital.
Dang.
And it was way before Florida even had a case, or Orlando especially even had a case.
Were we locked down?
No. But it was all over the news. Like the panic was starting to stir, and I was like, this is very eerie. I just had a very eerie feeling.
Okay, and you're just like, something's different.
I was like, yeah, the air feels different. Something's different here.
Whoa.
And it reminded me of the terrible movie, The Happening, with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Where like the plants were mad at people. And so they spread stuff through the air and like made people kill themselves.
Yeah, like pesticides almost for humans.
Yeah, pretty much. And Mark Wahlberg was talking to a rubber plant.
Huh?
Do you remember that amazing scene where he was talking to a rubber plant?
No.
And he was like, "I'm sorry." Like, why are you so mad at us?
Is this a comedy?
No,
it was not a comedy.
It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's called The Happening. We should watch it again. And he like grabs the plane. He's like, "You're not even real." It's hilarious. But
I still don't remember
that's
that part.
exactly what it
I
reminded
need to
me
watch
of.
that movie again. Brush up on it.
You don't.
I know that they're pesticiding humans.
They're not pesticiding humans, but they're kind of they're poisoning human. They're communicating and poisoning humans. But that's what the air felt like.
Jeez.
Felt like Mark Wahlberg talking to a rubber plant.
Just that connection in your brain for you to go.
Yeah.
Did you have that connection in the moment, or are you coming up that now?
The exact moment. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. So I wonder how much is just stored in our brain that we've seen. It just like influences us. Everything.
So many things.
Like, could you raise a child to just be solely focused on like one goal? It's hard because they grow up with their friends and stuff. Like they see different inputs and stuff. But like the movies you watch, the music you listen to is like they'll come up in a dream or come up in like a situation like that. It's like it shows you that you can make your brain a machine. Like you can really feed your brain the correct things to get you where you want to go. You know?
I don't know though, because there's so much randomness to it. You don't even know why you remember the shit you remember. Like you'll remember like what your kindergarten teacher smelled like on a certain day and why. Like it's just you just remember random shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean,
like there's stuff you'll never forget for no reason.
That's why they say like if you want to remember someone's name or something, you also associate them with like a shirt they were wearing or like a physical attribute like that helps you remember their name.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that.
Like in The Office where he's like, Fatty.
Yeah.
You're fat, your name is Frank. You've never seen it.
I don't know. It's just a reference that I haven't seen.
Don't drink water at the same time.
Don't gulp in front of the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see what's on here.
You got some topics already?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
You.
That show too.
That show, I finished it. Yeah. When I finished that, I finished that
good,
before quarantine. That's very good.
I actually don't like him. Like
the serial killer,
the girls and stuff. The guys that he
they all suck.
Was always putting in the box. And never once got away, and it was annoying.
They all suck. It was annoying, but in a cool way. I like that show. It was very well made, I think.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was like really romanticized serial killers, but that's where we're at. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Some of these topics are weird. Things you missed most since quarantine. That I guess that goes back into our thing.
Yeah. Things I miss most.
I miss just
the traffic. I miss that.
It was like, I mean, it was probably the ability to get up and go travel somewhere, like go somewhere else in Florida, go to the beach, even like just go.
Okay.
Go somewhere.
This is a good question.
Even just travel somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether we were going to or not, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Texas for like a weekend.
Whoa, dude. Oh, I remember Mom telling me about that. What were you supposed to do there?
Nothing.
You're just gonna go to Texas and like sit around?
Oh, well, I was supposed to go a while ago to visit Luke, but the hurricane hit because it's the end of the world. Yep.
Was there? We just mentioned a name.
Yeah. Bleep it out.
He was there, and that's like when you were supposed to go?
He was living there, yeah. But that was a while ago. That was like last August. The hurricane hit.
Why did you say you were supposed to go to Texas?
So I wanted to go to Texas.
That had nothing to do with the quarantine,
though? Well, it did. It did because I was like really considering going
this year
sometime soon, and then quarantine happened, and airlines stayed open though, I think.
Well, you could always fly. You just have to wear a mask and risk it.
But things were a lot more unsure than they were later on.
Yeah.
But as far as like beaches being closed and like public things being closed, like that was
weird.
The biggest bullshit ever.
It's like the definition of social distancing too. That was really weird.
The definition of it?
You're saying it's weird for the beaches to be closed?
It's weird for like the government to close the beaches, yeah.
Yeah, I mean like because you're all spread out on the beach is what I'm saying.
Well, that and also it's the beach. You're gonna tell me I can't go to the ocean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
So it's kind of yeah. Oh, dude. Okay, so I want to talk about this before it is too far away, and I forget what exactly happened. So the other day, after work, I went to Ace Hardware to get something for Mom, and I'm standing in line, and this is like when the protests were just starting. We can touch on that too. When they were just starting, and there was like they were only showing like the looters and stuff, and this guy's in front of me. He is, I don't know, 6'3", like 300 something pounds, not an in shape 300 pounds, and he looked kind of like I don't know, like he didn't look like an athlete. Let me just say that. And he was talking so loud, and he's asking the clerk, he's like, "You guys got any crossbow pistols?"
What?
And I was like, the first thing I thought was, did this guy just ask for a crossbow? And then I was like, did this guy just ask for a crossbow pistol?
In Home Depot?
Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware?
Forgot what I said already.
What the hell?
Yeah. He asked for a crossbow pistol, which I don't know if that's the same thing as a crossbow, or if it's even smaller crossbow, where it's just like
It's like a pistol, but it's a crossbow
pistol
on top.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I really want to... This is how loud he's talking. He's like, yeah, I really want a crossbow pistol. I can't carry my gun in my truck. Yeah, if any one of these looters jumps on my truck, yeah, I need a crossbow pistol.
What a odd man.
Yeah. Well, no, what a dork, first of all. Okay, imagine a gang of
Just loves to customize that thing, too.
Or whatever, jumping onto your truck, and he's like fucking fidgeting with it, loading his crossbow.
Was he Legolas?
Yeah. Yeah, somewhat. Loading his crossbow, and then he just shoots one arrow off, and then they just stab him a bunch of times because you can only shoot one arrow at a time. And then also, if it's handheld, like, how bitch is that?
I know.
You're just like, pew.
So bitch.
And why can't he carry a gun in his truck? Is he not allowed to have a gun?
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't have a crossbow
Probably
pistol.
doesn't have a license.
But I just thought it was like such a dorky thing to ask for.
Yeah, it is.
A crossbow pistol.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he honestly made that up.
And crafted himself.
At Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
On like a Tuesday afternoon. He's like, yeah, I can carry a gun. It's like, so you're going to substitute it with a crossbow?
What happens if you silence that computer? Do you think we'll silence?
No, did it just make a noise?
Just so texts don't fly in
Yeah.
here?
No. Texts don't fly in. Yeah, so that was something that happened recently that I thought was very strange.
Yeah. Do you even care about going out anymore?
Going out?
Yeah, like to bars and stuff like that.
No.
Would you do that?
Would I do it? Yeah, I would do it, but I haven't like done anything like that since New Year's. Like
Isn't it kind of
New Year's?
when
Like,
you have a girl,
a couple weeks before New
when you
Year's.
have a girlfriend, you like don't really care about it, right?
Yeah, well, I was kind of over it before, like a little bit before, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What about you? You do care about it?
I mean, like,
don't have a girlfriend?
no. I want to go probably because it feels like the world's opening up again and stuff, but
Yeah, it's a little exciting.
yeah, it's exciting. And I just want to see like how like I just feel like everyone's exciting.
Yeah.
So I went out excited
Go
because
spit in each other's mouths.
I went out like 2 nights ago, and it was like I saw like a few people I knew and stuff, and it was like good to like get
It's like a high school
like
reunion.
see people again. Yeah, and it was just like, wow,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I forget that all these people are out here, and you can just like go see them.
Yeah.
That sounds like sounds like
the world.
yeah. The
I
world
read there was all these
out
people
there.
out here. Yeah, that's a good point because you haven't seen. I mean, you've seen like your like solid group of friends.
Yeah,
but that's it.
But then like all the people that like you associate with, like like your associates,
Your associates.
outside of your immediate friend group.
Yeah, those are the people you miss.
It's honestly like just being around people.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, that was another thing that I loved about the social distancing thing is that
You
people
don't have to be around people.
Yeah. Yeah. Not being around people, but also hopefully people realize how close they stand to other people. Because that's like the thing that pisses me off the most is people that just stand slightly too close to you.
If I can tell that the
And if
temperature in the air,
they did it during social distancing, double whammy.
if I can tell that the temperature in the air just changed because someone's behind me, then that's not okay.
You're just standing there
Not
like
allowed, dude.
ordering a coffee, and you just hear like,
Yeah. Just out of some freaking dude, overweight American person
asking for a crossbow
behind you.
Yeah. Overweight American.
Just freaking. That's
Sounds
what we're
like a guy
known
that
for.
went to
Apparently,
Australia.
it's apparently what we're known for. Just being fat.
Yeah, we are pretty fat.
Yeah, you're fat. What?
All right. Yeah.
What about something that's just like on your? What about something that's just on your dome right now? Or something that like you've just been thinking about?
I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see where we go from here because this is definitely a skill that you have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can talk about random stuff all the time, so it's
and different days
it's
will
not
have like
too
different
bad.
moods too.
Yeah.
It's just like finding that like, I don't know, like consistent ground or something, where you can just like, I don't know. It
flow
doesn't
in and
matter
out
if
of
you like
things.
don't feel like if there's a day you don't feel like talking, you know,
Yeah,
like
every day.
there's a way to work with that or something. I don't know.
Mm. No, that's a good point.
Which means our podcast should always just be what our moods are in the moment and stuff, you know? Like,
Should we just like name them? Like today's podcast is purple.
Today's podcast is going to be the happy podcast. Or like,
Today's podcast.
yeah, we should just like go with the flow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna script it.
Yeah. And shit like that.
It still really trips me out though that we're talking to nobody right now. I forgot about it for a while, but now I remember again. I feel like a crazy person.
Do all podcasts like have visual, like a video? And we're literally doing it from the very beginning. Like,
yeah, I think it's weird when they don't.
I feel like sometimes podcasts have been like you just like they're popular and then they like
and then they
do
go to
video or something.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
don't know
think
why that
way?
is? No, but I think a
But
lot
Joe
of them that are
Joe
starting.
Rogan has like been doing video forever.
Yeah, he's also been podcasting. Newer podcasts
He's a
that are starting
TV
are starting
personality.
with video too because it's a lot easier. Because it used to be people just literally started with a microphone at home by themselves,
Mhm.
and then they get producers, and it's a little easier for them. But now, since it's a little more understood, I think,
yeah,
like for us, like we pretty much knew what to do.
you become your own producer now.
Yeah,
So cool.
yeah. It's really not hard at all. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, which makes it like when everyone's doing it, it's harder to grow it, I think. But I think people are just naturally attracted to like your personalities and stuff. People find you for their own reasons, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. See, that's not really the goal. I'm not thinking of it as like,
I mean, if
I hope we
we're to
get
get
famous.
get listeners.
I don't want to get famous at all. That's what I want. But yeah, it'd be cool to have people listen.
Yeah, I just want like someone to listen or something. That'd be so cool. To have someone come up and just be like, "Yeah, I play your
Dude,
podcast in the
You're
car."
getting really sad again.
Sad?
Play your podcast when what?
What?
What'd you say? Someone
In
come
my
up and say, I
car.
listen to you. Oh.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
No, I didn't know. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh.
Calm down.
I was so confused.
Yeah. We need to get the setup finished, though. This table's kind of awkward.
Yeah, we're gonna put 2 shelves.
Candle's really sick.
Two
man.
shelves. This table is fine. I like it.
It doesn't really show up that well on the camera, I don't think.
Oh yeah, we should probably get like a bright color.
Like a wood color.
Yeah, something to contrast. This
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
just doesn't
It
freaking
blends. Yeah, it's just dark.
show.
It doesn't show up. It's like black, basically.
It's like black.
Yeah.
It looks like it's black.
It's kind of a dark brown, but on the camera, it just
Oh,
looks
it's
like
not
it's
black?
a black void. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
You put the camera on, the candle's just floating. God, dude, remember when we first did the podcast? And like we were
The test run?
the test run, dude, we could release that.
That was pretty funny.
That was funny.
It looked super shitty, though. We were just sitting in desk
I
chairs.
know, we would never release that. But the audio.
You got so serious.
But the audio.
Yeah. Well, this is also a little bit later than we wanted to go.
I know. I can feel it coming on a little bit.
Yeah, you getting sleepy, boy?
But let's go with like funny things. I don't know.
Okay, ready?
Ready? Go.
Start. Yeah. So,
Look at the pod. Look
Do
at
you
the
think-
pod tops.
yeah. Do you think we should have segments? And if you do, what are some options you think we should do? There's always the current events where you can pull up a story or something.
We can broaden it to be like a segment of like F around, like in the beginning, like lighthearted F around,
F
just
around.
talk about what's been going on, and then like a segment of like real shit maybe, and then a segment of like just again funny stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lighthearted things.
Yeah. I mean, so
I want it
vague
to be very lighthearted.
very vague and useless, but I understand what you're saying.
Like a segment, like generalize the segments of like serious. Not like
You want
not
to get
like
into
so
some
serious,
topics?
but like say stuff that like you think could like be helpful or serious, impactful, like tips, like advice, everything,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Like
what kind of advice would you give? What's your
I would give a lot of.
what's your specialty? Do you think?
I would give a lot of advice on like just like stuff that goes on with yourself. I think.
Yeah. Self-love.
like self. I don't know. Like
Evaluation.
yeah, like self-evaluation, self-awareness. I would say self-awareness, and then just tips and tricks on how to like make goals, work towards those goals, actually get like your thoughts into more concrete and practical way to achieve what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you're pretty. I don't know if existential is the right word, but you are very. You think deep.
Yeah, it's like weird. It's weird. I don't know why. I don't know when it started either. Because in high school, I wasn't like that really.
You just got interested in it,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just an interest of yours. It's not like you're some guru hippie weirdo. Like you're actually interested in like I wonder
like
why
the
I
brain
think
and
this
stuff,
thing
and
and like why my brain does this kind of thing. Like you're actually interested in the psychology of it, which you actually have been since you were little.
Yeah, I actually was always wanting to be like a forensic psychologist and stuff at that one point.
Yeah, that one point. I always was at that one point. Yeah, I remember when you said that.
Speaking is we're gonna get better at speaking.
Speaking of random things you remember, do you know where we were when you said that?
Yeah, we're in a hotel room.
Nope.
Yeah, we were in a hotel. I was talking about forensic psychology in Georgia.
No. Damn, you don't remember.
Where
I
was
remember. We were pulling up to.
I remember I kept talking about forensic psychologists, and you guys were like, "Shut up."
We were pulling up to some education building of a college. Of what college?
That wasn't FSU.
Auburn University.
Auburn. Oh, that's where we were.
Yeah, we were in Auburn.
Where's Auburn?
And we pulled up to one of the administration buildings, and you were like, "I think I want to be a forensic psychologist." And I was like, "Shut up, dude."
Probably why I never became one.
Yeah. Crushed it right there. Yeah, you've always been interested in that kind of stuff. So you think kind of setting goals and
stuff like that,
adjusting mindset kind of thing.
Yeah,
just like very vague stuff that you could put on Instagram.
Well, fuck.
No.
But yeah, stuff like that, and then just how to be like a fucking athlete, killer athlete. Just like
yeah, you piece of shit. Okay. I think for me,
I think so much though.
We'll get into that stuff. I think for me, you just that was the end of your sentence. I think so much though.
I think so much.
Okay. I think for me, my strong.
Are you saying what your advice would be?
No, like what did I say?
You asked me what advice would I give?
I
had to be put on the spot.
I did. Oh, I did. Oh, I did ask that.
Am I even talking to Mike?
I said, what do you think like your skill set is? So for me,
my skill set is like interpersonal. I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'd say like definitely social, interpersonal.
Yeah.
Just like not being afraid to be yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah, you are very good at that.
I'm not
good at that.
I don't care, and like some people think I'm weird sometimes.
I think you're weird.
Yeah, you think I'm weird.
But if you're just nothing though,
Yeah.
you're boring.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
I would describe you as opposite of me. And not and like
yeah, pretty
like
opposite.
in the good ways. Not like you're not social, but it's just like they have like this like mysterious sort of
mysterious,
mysterious like quietness that it's just like you're secure with being like that though.
Yeah, it's very
like
easy.
you're not. It's not like you're shy and awkward. It's like you're just secure with being like that.
No, I'm not shy.
Which is cool.
I'm not shy. I don't think I'm shy at all.
I've had friends tell me that they wish they could be more like just quiet, and I'm like, really? Like, why? And they're like, because they feel like they want to be more mysterious, or they like draws people in.
I think
you know.
That's not my
I was
goal.
like, really?
I think you are a good balance of, because you're not like a center of attention.
Yeah.
But you are very personable. And me, I'm quiet. I'm not shy.
No.
I just
do you think you
don't want to talk.
Do you think you like actually it would be funny because I don't even know and we've never even talked about this. But do you when you like first meet people, do you like kind of analyze them or something? Like do you make a decision?
Yeah.
Do you make a decision like I would be cool with this person or not?
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, you're a good judge of character.
Right off the bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that's different than probably like whether you're quiet or external or not. Like I think that's different. That's its own quality.
That is its own thing a little bit because
you can be
if you actually
outgoing.
if I 100%
and do that.
But so I will just like I can sit there and not talk to somebody extremely easily, and a lot of people can't do that.
It's so, funny, like, yeah.
So I can sit there and I can sit in the pocket.
Really?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And I'm good with just not saying a word. But people are like, they have to talk and like relate to something. I'm just like, haha. Like small talk pisses
but
me off,
does it make you feel awkward when you know someone's doing that because they feel awkward? Does it make you feel awkward when they are starting to get awkward?
That's why I'm like, just don't talk.
Yeah, it's like, just be okay with like whatever. I'm not judging you. Like, just do whatever you want.
That's only to like people that are like kind of a passing by. If it's like somebody that I'm actually meeting that I'm going to see again and stuff, it's like, of course I'm going to talk to them. But that like kind of thing where people just like, I can sit in the pocket, dude.
Wait, when you were in that's cool. When you're in college,
is it?
I mean, like I'm not like afraid of silence.
No,
but I like.
You like talking.
I like just like expression.
You ask people questions all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's when I was younger. That's funny. When I was younger, I would go up and just like learn about people, and it's almost like I never talked about myself. It's weird. Like I'd always like just ask people questions.
Too many people talk about themselves.
It's a cool way when you just like hear other people's minds too. It's just like interesting.
Yeah, you're really good at that. You can ask anybody questions for like any amount of time.
But what I was gonna say is, we were talking about you sitting in the pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I was gonna say, I'm not afraid of silence. I think I lost my train of thought, but
yeah,
I'm not afraid of silence, but like,
you're inquisitive. You're very inquisitive. Yeah. You always ask questions, and that's why when we were little and stuff and growing up, like wherever we went, like baseball games or whatever, and you were watching me, just like be a stud out on the baseball field or soccer field or football, like just crushing it. You always had like you made a bunch of friends, and it wasn't just like little kids like, oh, I'm throwing a football at Johnny. It's like you knew about them. So that was always funny, and you always got into shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Who would come bail you out?
When did you bail me out of?
You would always talk. You would talk.
I would
to
get
people.
into fights.
Yeah, you would get into fights, and I had to come in and like be the heavy.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It's like at Little League games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I've been in like stuff like that. I guess I don't know. That's crazy. I've never thought about that.
We were all smart asses when we were little, and currently, but that was a big thing that we had an issue with.
I've always wondered how far back my like hot-headedness has gone. Like
birth. You were a psycho when we were little.
In high school, like there was like I was in like one fight.
Yeah.
And that was just like not taking shit from someone. So that was like where it all started.
Yeah.
Little League. or going to as a little kid.
Yeah. Well, no, you've always been. I had always had a little bit of an anger problem, but you used to go ballistic on me. Do you remember that?
On you?
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, like we would be playing football or something, and you would accidentally hurt yourself, and then all of a sudden you're just blood red mad.
Oh shit! I remember doing that like Bimini and stuff. I remember one time I got on top of you, and this is just from the sole fact that like you just didn't do anything back. Like I remember on I don't know if I didn't like think I meant to do it, but I like slammed your head against the tile in the TV room in Bimini. And like I remember like bouncing your head off the fucking pavement or whatever.
You sure?
Yeah, I bounced your head off like a bouncy ball. And just like I remember doing that and feeling really bad about that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay. Then it must have been true, but I don't remember that. I don't remember you ever getting the upper hand on me.
I did knock you out in Bimini too.
Nah, that was boxing. I let you hit me in the face.
Yeah. The truth thinks it's coming out.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, my skill set.
This is what I was going to talk about. That's where my whole train of thought was going with the whole sitting in the pocket thing. It's back to that. And so I was going to say, when you're in college and stuff, or just like going out to bars, did you like meet random people? Or was that like through your friends that you met random people?
No, never met random people.
So it was like
through my friends, yeah.
Would you like never approach like a guy or a girl and talk to them?
A guy?
I didn't want to sound like I'm like girl fucking crazy or something.
Would I approach a girl?
Yeah, would you ever like approach a girl in a bar? Like
not like straight
up. A lot
up.
of people don't do, by the way.
Yeah. Well, because it's kind of like girls don't want to be this.
Well, they do. If the right one comes up to them.
I guess
most guys are just
that is true.
awkward and scary.
Or scared, dude.
Scary.
Yes.
Like
guys
weird.
are scary.
Yeah.
Guys are very weird. So the first thing that you can tell,
they just have clear motive.
Yeah, that's what it is. Marissa tells me like the first thing that she could tell about me was that I didn't like follow her around.
Where did you guys meet? In a house party, right?
Yeah, New Year's.
So like you just would have been with your friends.
Yeah, but I didn't like follow her around the party like
after you met.
Yeah, and I was like, people do that,
and that's crazy,
and
right?
She was like,
realize people do that. What the hell?
Oh,
that's
dude,
so weird to think about.
But yeah, man, it's that's one thing I can't really like stomach is like watching guys just shittily hit on girls.
Yeah.
And that
they're makes you
creepy.
Feel like, oh, I shouldn't be going up to girls then because that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like actually you can just be like different, you know? Like you can not go up to girls like that.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go up to a girl, I think there's a way to go up to a girl. Like you have to
What's your way?
Completely put out in your head that you want to like get with her. Like that's a complete thing. Like you have to actually be interested, and it's hard for a guy, but you have to be interested in like finding out about her, and you have to like make sure that she's cool enough for you to hang out with, because if you are like seeing if she's cool enough for you to hang out with, then she'll feel that and be like, oh, like he's not trying to impress me, I have to like impress him, you know?
Yes.
Like you have like the girl, it's your life, bro, too. Like you're not just gonna get with anything, are you? Like so
no.
Yeah. So
no, that's
make sure she's cool.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But
so talk to her, and she can have a conversation. Fuck her. That's not you being weird. That's like
relax. Who was she? I feel like a lot of guys are just like.
I'm just trying to like coach right now.
I feel like a lot of guys just have like heat-seeking missiles for dicks. They're just like,
yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay. But yeah. But then also, like, it is
just go up and be normal and talk to her.
Not be sexist. Girls are the same. Do you
weird.
ever?
Yeah, the girls that come up to you are always the aggressive ones.
Always weird.
Because they don't come up to you like
no.
So they are like doing shit. Like girls have grabbed me on the ass a bunch.
Just your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to FSU for 4 years. So I got grabbed in other places. Yeah, same. Well, it's terrifying because you
just
can't
like
do anything.
Stuff, and you're just like, okay, I would
just
never
like,
do that.
Yeah. No,
never do that.
Never. But yeah, man, aggressive girls are also equally scary.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
and it's funny because once that happens to you, you're like, yeah, nah, never. And then like that's like what girls go through more. Yeah. So like imagine them going through some guy just being like, yeah, and I'm just like looking at her and stuff like They would just be like, nah.
That's the other thing. Yeah, is that you just watch a guy's eyes when they walk up and talk to a girl, and it's like a full body scan, and you're just like,
yeah,
you can't even hold it together right now.
Yeah, I mean, like right in that moment, you're like, it's not gonna be a guy that you're gonna like have kids with, like.
Okay, I don't think that's what everybody's thinking.
You know what I mean?
Is that what you think every time you walk up to a guy? You said it earlier, man, not me.
I'm talking about from the girl's perspective, like.
Yeah, but
if a guy comes up like that, she obviously knows his intentions are like different.
Yeah, and the thing is, she might have the same intentions, but you gotta play the game.
That's a true thing.
No,
too.
listen. You gotta play the game a little bit still.
Yeah.
You can't just walk up and be like, let's do it, and y'all both
they need to
high five and walk away. It's like you need a little bit of a game beforehand.
The girl needs that.
So if you come up,
right?
Yeah, I think they both do, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's beneficial
Maybe
for both.
some not. Some people not, but like if you walk up and you're just like and like looking them up and down, it's like you skipped past the game. She's not interested.
Yeah. The hard thing though is like when you go up to a girl, you're obviously showing your interest just by going up to her,
Mm-hmm.
So then it's also weird to go up and hide your interest. So if you're hiding your interest, you're a weird ass dude. Like.
If you like walk up and just like negger, like I wouldn't have wore those shoes.
Yeah, that's the thing that girls hate. Like I've heard a lot of stories from Didi about that. Like guys that come up and say like weird shit like that. Yeah. And she's just like, what? Like what are you even talking to me?
They're trying to separate themselves. They're walking up to you, so they're interested, and then they're like,
yeah,
whatever. And you're like, why'd you come up then?
Yeah,
that's a good point. Say what you said again.
I would just say.
You can't, if you're interested in a girl, you can't walk up and pretend you're not interested.
Yeah, you can't, like, you're going up to her. She obviously is being approached. Like, you're now, like, setting yourself apart from other guys in that room. So, you can't then just be, like, acting, like, too cool for her or, like, not interested. Like, you don't have to, like, tell her you thought she was pretty and stuff. Like, you don't have to say that. But just ask questions and stuff like that, I would say. Right?
Yeah, 100% agree.
I don't know.
It's turned into a dating show.
Ask questions,
You have a pretty good insight for a gay guy. Yeah, no, that's why I stand over in the corner. I just play with my crossbow pistol. But yeah,
I don't get like girls or anything though. I don't get a bunch of girls. I'm just like,
I thought you meant,
just
like,
think
you
I
don't,
know what's
you don't
right.
understand them in general. I don't get girls though. What are they?
I just think there's like balance. There's like this being too interested, this being too not interested. You have to be in the middle, and also just like
for sure,
and also just be okay with it not happening or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a big one. If it's the desperation, is palpable.
Yeah.
So you have to walk up and see. I think the way I did it was I was never interested in like all right, let's do this kind of thing. Like I was more like, could this be? I'm saying it like I did it a bunch of times. I didn't. I had a girlfriend for a while, and then now I have a girlfriend again. But I was single for a while. But I never went up to girls like, let's do it now. It's like it was more of like, is she cool? Like you said, like, is this someone I can hang out with?
Like one night stands.
And if they were, and if they were, then
you would want
bank
on that
cool
other time. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like you have to realize that like you're seeing this person at a bar, you most likely see them at a bar again, right? So
or just get their number or something.
Yeah, like get their social media or something.
I thought you were gonna say social security. I was like, yeah, you could
get their Snapchat or Instagram. Stay connected on there. Like you'll see each other's stories. You'll see your life. Like you don't have to text her all the time.
So millennial.
So that's the thing. Like she'll see your stories. That's the craziest thing too. So you'd be like just doing other stuff with friends, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, pretty cool." And then
she feels like she knows you. Then she watches your podcast,
and then you see her out again, and it's just like easy from there.
For sure. No, I 100% agree. That's pretty much modern dating.
Modern dating is a lot harder than it used to be. I swear. I don't know about how it used to be, but I just feel like it.
No, I actually agree with you.
It's really weird now. Like,
oh, dude, because
it's just weird.
Because as a non-creepy guy, or at least you hope you're not a creepy guy and you're not like aggressive. Yeah. It's like you don't feel 100% like you're doing the right thing still. Mm-hmm. You're like, I shouldn't talk to her. Like, she doesn't want to talk to me. Like that kind of thing. And then so it's a lot of it's like virtual, like, oh, I'll just shoot her a DM. I'm not talking for myself. I'd never do this.
I know. This is just
But-
society.
Yeah. It's like DMs now are a big thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's like I don't know.
I've sent a couple of DMs that have worked, actually.
Oh shit. Like to people you've
And
never
I've
met.
sent like a few that haven't worked either. Yeah.
To people you've never met.
Yeah.
Did it go anywhere?
Yeah, I've hung out with them.
Oh, that's cool. What do you
But,
like? What do you say? What do you don't have to give me exact details, but like, how do you do it?
The key is to not send a cold DM. You like just respond to something in their story,
Yeah.
and then you start talking about that.
Yeah.
And then like you can just like either just like leave the conversation and come back to it later, and it's almost like you're restarting the conversation.
Yeah.
Or it's just like the conversation dies out, but now you're like associated. You know.
Yeah. Now y'all are friends. You broke the ice.
It can be a science.
Yeah.
It can be a science. But what I was saying earlier is like I don't like go up to girls in the bar a lot. Like, but like I'm also just like I will talk to them. Like it doesn't need to be through a friend and stuff. But like most of the time, I like it to happen organically through friends or like through just who I'm with and like groups merging. You know,
so much better.
it's just better. Yeah.
So much better. It gives you a reason for talking to them.
Yeah. Because I do feel weird if I just go up to someone.
If you just go up to them,
yeah,
just because you're up to them and talking, there's that still in the air. It's like, why are you here? Kind of
exactly.
thing.
That's what it is. They're like wondering why you're there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it is kind of interesting. Yeah, man. It's interesting coming from a young guy in the scene, going after other guys.
Why do you keep going back to that? That's a little weird.
We'll see.
Gay on the weekdays, not the weekends. Because the weekends is when I go out. So I go for the women.
Good thing you clarified. Yeah.
That's so interesting. All that sort of stuff. It's definitely
Sounds like you got a pretty good grip on it. That's good to know. You're not just like a douche.
it's just like because I'm able to like think about things. Like I'm able to like
use your brain.
think about what would be the right way and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have that
Self-awareness.
I have insight ability is what I'd say.
Self-awareness.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and you have to realize that like if you aren't someone that like goes up to people, then like you don't have to do that, you know?
Mhm.
Like you can even like create situations with your a lot of times it's just like you're having fun with your friends and like someone will want to come be a part of that anyways. I feel like
Yeah.
it just like happens, like you're out and like people like come into your group, you know, like it just happens.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's pretty interesting. And then from there you have to not be too interested, not be too interested.
So anyways, follow my other podcast.
Yeah, putting out a ebook on this. $15.
That was a good little side note there. Got
Okay,
deep into the modern dating.
So that's funny. I have come across people on YouTube that like did that. Like I saw this one guy that like does that and he like films himself like going up to people and
fuck that
and
guy.
like yeah, exactly. So it shows you a lot about like what you shouldn't do, like how like you shouldn't be so serious about going up to people, you know, because this guy's whole life is like
Yeah, he's a
that,
loser.
and it's just like ugh.
Yeah. That's all that he's just a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people weird me out.
But he just has points that are like right, but then you apply it to like your normal life, like not making your life and business picking up girls. That's weird.
No, it's super weird. It's like so sad and so lame at the same time.
Yeah. And it's weird because like you're never actually being with these girls too, so it's weird.
Yeah, sad.
Pretty sad. Yeah.
Or in your case, guys.
Yeah.
So what other things are you interested in? We'll wrap it up here pretty soon, but
Why? What's the time at?
59 minutes.
What?
Yeah. You started getting into your flexing all your girl stuff that you do, so kind of went on. Yeah, 59 minutes.
That's good.
So some other things. We should just give a couple more things that we're interested in because that's kind of the routes that the podcast could go. So just name off some things you've been interested in. Or
you can go first if you have some.
Okay. So well, this hasn't been a thing recently, but sports. those are gonna come back at some point. We both have been athletes.
Yeah, we're huge athletes.
Huge.
And like we both have this like love for music.
Yeah.
That stems from dad.
When we get the shelf, well, you'll see. Talking to nobody.
So you've always played guitar as like a hobby and drums, and like me played drums, and I picked up piano for a little bit and then producing a little bit. But you have a big like taste in listening to music too. It's not just like playing it, you know? Like just like taste in music, sports, some sports that like I'm really trying to like get back into when I can is surfing and probably just like surfing.
Yeah. Okay.
Surfing and like
boxing, you know.
Maybe
do some of that
maybe.
with me.
Yeah, maybe. But I want to go into like I want to go like on adventure. Like I want to go. I might want to get into kayaking and something like that. Yeah, and like adventure kayak, and then like distance kayak and like camp, that type of thing.
Oh,
if there's this guy, his name is Beau Miles. He's Australian. Beau. Beau Miles. And he's Australian, and he's just like. He's like a professor at some university, and he teaches adventure. It's so funny, but he goes on these kayaking trips, and he'll just kayak with his buddies, and like he kayaked around the southern tip of Africa, and like camped along the way, and like just met tribes people and made a whole film out of it and stuff. And he makes these films that are just really raw and like have this idea behind it. It's not this amazing editing, like these cinematics and stuff. It's like this is raw, just like dude living life, like telling stories, and that's like what I admire. Like he's kind of inspired me to kayak. Isn't that crazy?
That is
like,
funny.
It's funny.
The weird stuff that gets you into things.
I see a different perspective of kayaking now.
Yeah.
Like what it can be instead of what I used to think of it as.
Yeah, because I've never heard you talk about kayaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that is cool how that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, that's like the
cool next
part.
Episode will be strictly on kayaking.
We'll be on kayaking around the southern tip.
History of kayaking and the history of the kayak.
GoFundMe now to get us to South Africa to go around the southern tip. But yeah, kayak probably like water sports like that, kayaking, surfing mainly. But yeah, what else would you want to get interested in? You definitely want to get back out there hunting, probably.
Yeah, during season. I'm into like guns and shooting, and that kind of stuff is fun for me. Getting better at that kind of stuff. I like picking things and then getting better at them. And they take over my life. I have too many hobbies, but yeah, guns, shooting, boxing / just fighting, MMA stuff in general. I'm trying to get more into. Boat stuff,
fishing,
we have a little boat, fishing. Maybe doing music with you if you're down.
Yeah,
the podcast. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, like working out, doing different kind of working out stuff is always fun. But yeah.
And then I'm trying to grow the brand, grow the travel brand.
Yeah. What's your brand? Tell.
I mean,
nobody.
Right now I have a YouTube channel, and
what's it called?
It's called Nick Films, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the final name of it ever, or if it's going to change ever, I mean. But it's called Nick Films, so it could be like
Nick with a Z.
Yeah. And that was because with an S, it wasn't available on Instagram. So it had to be the same on all the platforms or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to change it. Like I kind of want to be known for my name, like Nick George. Yeah. But Nick George is taking on Instagram. But like it'd be cool to be like Nick Francis George. Okay, but
what is
something.
Your what's your actual stuff?
But like the stuff is, I mean, if you went on there now, it'd be like some vlogs. But the whole idea is to make travel films, like showing my destination and like have like a message or a concept around the video while I'm showing like this place and traveling to this place. And then hopefully through that, I can get good enough at that to where it leads me to working with brands. Like maybe I work with tourism boards or something and create like projects for them and be able to travel. They fly me out. That'd be awesome. That's the big goal. And the vision. The vision is just like share experience. Like I really want to be able to like tell my mind and like get it out and into the world, you know?
Yeah. So what's your Instagram?
And maybe it goes into telling other people's mindsets eventually too.
Kayaking.
But it's at it's at Nick Films with a Z.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this podcast YouTube is the Shitty Podcast.
All spaced out, yeah.
Yeah,
All
spelled
spaced out.
normal. Well, actually, the I is an asterisk. But I think it'll still probably come up.
What do you mean? It's like the I with a like the Spanish I? Like E an E you mean?
Do you know what an asterisk is? It's like the little star.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Spanish I. The
What is that even
Shitty.
called? Apostrophe or something? Accent.
Asterisk.
I know. But the accent is like the Spanish thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's an accent.
Asterisk. Yeah, what the hell?
So it'll be, but we'll probably name the episodes like TSP.
TSP.
Like 01. And then we'll have like a name from the line.
Yeah, 01, like 2 dots. What do you call that one?
Colon.
Yeah, colon.
And then the name of the episode.
The name. Or like what the prominent topic was. This one.
Yeah.
This one would
And
be
then
like.
the Instagram is.
This one would be like. It's called the Shitty Podcast, all one word.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the stuff that we're going to be using. It's going to be live when this episode is live. That's so weird.
Yeah. This will be being viewed on YouTube.
Hopefully.
It's possible for it to be viewed on YouTube. It's cool because you can see a longer version of like us, long conversations. You can get more of a context of who people are.
Oh, and we have
Cool.
We have an email.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know this, guys.
Should we already do like
Didn't
give
know
out
this.
the email, give out suggestions? So the email
Is it
is
email. Yeah, we should have an email because we need to build an email list.
It's the.shit.pod@gmail.com.
Okay.
So
That's very
to
important too.
all the
Never thought about that.
nobody listening, you can email us with questions or suggestions or something. Yeah.
Yeesh.
I think that's all the stuff we have going on right now.
Monthly or weekly
Monday
nights.
That's good. We're gonna shoot. Not Monday nights. We're gonna shoot for Tuesday, like midweek. We're gonna shoot for uploading an episode midweek, once a week for now.
Yeah.
And just see kind of where it takes us. It was fun. I mean,
That was good.
we're at an
Solid
hour
one.
and 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty on point.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. I feel like I just got so many more ideas for the next episode. We were getting deep into kayaking. I
wanna
can't
hear
wait
them
to
because
dive into kayaking.
I can't like think about them. Like, I do know what we talked about, but if you have them, like, definitely write them down.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I don't know, like. But this, you know how we're saying titles like after the colon,
Well, don't tell it.
and this one would be no, but like you say like the most prominent thing that happened in the podcast,
or just a random line. It really doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, it can just
Yeah.
be like something we thought was funny.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty much it. We'll wrap it up now.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See you in episode 2.
Good first pod. See you later.
For sure.